I don't.
No.
It ain't no big deal to me, man.
I can play whatever song.
Southern Fried Podcast, sitting on the front porch on
That's
a
right. We'll
Friday
play whatever
night with
song
our
we like.
friends.
You like this song? We'll play
Life
this song.
is good.
You see me, Dave?
Come on by
Yeah.
and take a
Friday
chair,
night.
lean on the rail. Let's have a laughter and remember
We're gonna party
fun
on the
times
front
on
porch
the
tonight. We
front
got
porch. Ron and Dave always have the light on for fellowship and making memories. We will try and make you stay the best it can be. Yes, life is good.
Well, I'm glad you came. I can hear it.
Sometimes life gets in the way. It's hard to smile on the front porch. But our friends remind us we are still here and care. Yes, life is good.
Come on. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Michael said cut the music. Look, Michael said cut the music.
Southern Fried Podcast, sitting on the front porch on a Friday night with our friends. Life is good.
Oh, cool.
Friday night is a front porch night and all is right. Yes, life is
Hey, y'all. Welcome to Front Porch Talking here with the Southern Fried Podcast. Michael, what you mean cut the music? That was Dave's special clip. We got the front porch song going. Y'all didn't have your hands in the air out there? Even Chuckers had his hands paws in the air.
I know.
Welcome to I'm Rob.
I'm
That's Miss
Elizabeth.
Yeah,
And
well,
that-
the other day.
I know. That's Dave.
I'm Eeyore.
Eeyore.
Yeah.
That's the cornbread man.
Is the audio bad?
So let's see. We got say hello to Barry and Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, it says the audio
Jenny.
is bad for who? For who, Michael?
Can you hear
And
it?
hey
You
to
couldn't hear
Miss
the music?
Jenna.
Well, if you couldn't hear the music, I guess that looked awful silly with us up here dancing around on the screen. Who's cracking? We're all crackling?
All of us, he's saying.
Oh. I'm too pretty to crackle, Michael. I'm too pretty to be crackling. I might glisten a little bit when I'm sweating.
You're getting choppy. Duh.
Is it better now, Barry? Maybe I need to pop back in, maybe. Dave, do I sound okay on your end?
You're a little low. We've got a little back feed somewhere coming in, but I don't know if that's you or just somewhere between R3 Max or whatever, but maybe just get it just a little closer.
How about that?
That's better.
I think I'm running a little bit behind. Let me log back out and I'll log right back in. Y'all go ahead and get going. I'll be right back.
Okie doke.
So how was your day today, Miss Elizabeth?
It has been good. I had to whack a rooster earlier.
Whack a rooster?
I did.
Now, what did the rooster do that he was able to get whacked?
He was trying to mate with one of the ducks.
Did he listen to you?
Well, he did after I whacked him. He went on his way.
As most guys will do. When you get whacked like that. I saw a guy get whacked with a frying pan once, my neighbor. Him and his wife was arguing. He said something bad to his daughter. She whacked him on top of the head with a skillet, an iron skillet.
Yeah, those things will hurt.
And he about got whacked out. I think he about got knocked out.
I just whacked him with a wooden stick. He didn't know quite what to say.
I logged out the reboot just to make sure my sound's right. You talking about whacking some guy upside the head? Who the heck you
a rooster? A rooster.
A rooster.
He was trying to mate with one of the ducks.
Well, that's just
like something.
It is.
That sounds like something that goes on at the Cornbread Nation redneck destination.
Well, listen, I have figured out that one of the white ducks is a male. We figured it out because of the tail feathers. On a male, the tail feathers will have this little roll in it. The duck was a female. Yes. And that little white duck, bless him, he'd been trying to mate with that little female duck for at least 20 minutes while I was down there. And I don't know if he just can't get, I don't know. I ain't even going to speculate. I don't know if he can't find a hole or what.
Well, folks, we've already went down the rabbit hole tonight. Might call that a duck hole.
That may be one of the questions on our Redneck Destination questionnaire.
Wow. I think we're going to have to bring the destination to Cohutta. My God. We can have all kind of duck events. I mean, it can't get much better than Swamp Spank. Or it might. I don't know. It might get worse.
Spank. It wasn't just Swamp Spank. It was the alligator grind tug of war. That was the other thing. What else was it?
Oh my gosh. We had the
grease pole.
The slick and slippery pole grab.
Oh.
The muddy booty bounce.
That's where they sent all them Louisiana women that failed their pole dancing school.
That's all right. They can just fail it.
Of course, we just had the old plain strip and slide. And the dirty dip. There's the duck. We did have a duck. The dirty dip duck hunt. What the heck? I don't know. The dirty dip duck hunt. I've heard of skinny dipping. Not with ducks.
Now look, in all honesty, I did not hear the D last night.
Well, Michael, I hope they not trying nothing with ducks. If they are, They don't need to come to Georgia.
No, what you heard, that was the banjo pluck and Doug.
Yes,
The banjo
banjo
pluck
pluck
and
and Doug. That's not what I heard.
Maybe the rooster was playing duck, duck, goose.
That's what the rooster was playing. The banjo pluck and Doug.
And you whacked him.
Because he was plucking the duck.
I did whack him. I whacked him good.
Hey, Friday night, you're down by the water hole.
Plucking, he probably didn't.
You're just trying to have a good time, and somebody hits you in the head with a wooden spoon.
Listen, after I hit him with that stick too, he went. He went.
What would you do?
That was because you hit him with a skillet.
I didn't hit him with a skillet. I hit him with a stick.
Well, you hit him with the stick. Didn't have nothing to do with that sound.
I mean,
what was that sound one more time?
I've heard of the wife saying,
Well, no, I
kind of
hit him with that, and then I yelled at him. I said, "That ain't no chicken."
I've heard of a wife saying, I have a headache. I've never heard of getting hit with a stick, though.
Well, it wasn't no little bitty stick. It was probably about that big around.
Michael said the rooster was playing duck, duck, goose.
I saw it. I saw what he put.
He said he's a deliverance rooster.
Wow.
Quack like a duck.
Wow.
Michael's watched a little bit. Michael's watched a little bit too much of the Funny Farm. I think we're gonna have to build.
Okay, I'm gonna change my Looney Tunes character. After that, I'm not gonna be Foghorn Leghorn anymore.
Are you gonna be Donald Duck?
I'm not gonna be Daffy Duck. No.
I think we're gonna have to build a different shelter for the ducks, and not let the ducks out with the
full agreement.
Not let the ducks and the chickens out together.
I guarantee you, them ducks are gonna be voting for Trump every chance they get from now on, or whoever's gonna be in charge of building a wall, because they want a bigger wall.
Bless them. I told Sarah and Trent they could build them a little house down here at my place and put a little fence around it so they didn't have to mess with the chickens. And bring poor old Forrest back down here.
Look,
see, that rooster was probably down there, probably had heard it somewhere along the way, and was down there singing Disco Duck, and was trying to have a good time. And somebody
it could have a good time with the chickens, not the ducks.
He was down there singing When the Ducks Fly. He was singing When the Ducks Fly by Prince.
Whoo, honey.
When the ducks fly.
We don't want no crossbreeding. We don't want no crossbreeding.
What would you even call that? A dickin'?
I don't know. Turducken?
Barry wants to know, is this the duck that can't walk?
What?
Is this the duck that can't walk?
No, it's
well, thank
still,
God
it's still separated. Duck Dynasty. Michael said Duck Dynasty.
No, we're gonna drop straight off the deep end on this show tonight. We got to pull this thing back. It's going to get worse. It's not going to get no better. Because if Steve ever comes in and catches on to this conversation, whew.
Well, listen, I was coming back
Okay.
down
Well,
from my daughters from eating supper. She called me and she said, Mom, you want to come up and eat dinner? I said, sure. So I had been up there and my grandbabies, they was putting them down to bed. And I said, well, I'm going to go on back down because it was getting about 7:30. And then I roll up. I roll up and there's this duck, this white duck, trying to get busy with that other little duck. And it was the male duck with the female duck. And I was just stopped. And I was like, how many times is it going to take for you to try? Because it tried about half a dozen times while I was sitting there. And it still didn't get nothing done. Still, at least the roosters get something done. I mean, it may only last about 3 or 4 seconds, but at least they get something done.
Miss Elizabeth, you're killing me.
Well,
I'm
I'm only telling the truth.
I know, and
So Miss Jen's over there in Steve's live talking about the duck story.
Oh no. That's hilarious. What'd he say, Jen? What did he say anything at all?
I think he's just now catching up on the chats. She says, Lord, they're talking about a rooster doing a duck on Elizabeth's farm, and she hit it with a stick.
Nothing yet. I don't have a duck problem.
Michael said, well, you know, they had Futurama on TV for a long time. Now we're going to have Duckorama.
No, we got a rooster problem. We got too many roosters. Sarah and them said they done going to get rid of some of them. They need to.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, sometimes roosters got to go.
Gonna name and that.
Well, I tell you what, I just pluck them.
So we got
For dinner.
we got roosters and ducks and chickens and goats and cows and what else? Hang on,
I know.
I got to call my granddaughter.
Pigs.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I just posted up on Steve's that she's going to name that rooster Steve and the duck AOC.
Oh, heavens.
He hadn't made it back over there yet. Janet, you got to get them cats to quit doing that. But they fixing to fight anyway, probably. Oh, he's going back. Oh, here we go.
Oh, gosh.
I don't have his volume turned up because, you know, I don't want it to cross over. He's going to react. There he goes. He said something.
Oh, heaven.
I don't know if you heard that or not, Dave. I posted up in Steve said she's going to name that rooster Steve and the duck AOC.
Yeah, I saw it. I've got him pulled up.
Okay.
I was just had to take a call from my granddaughter.
No, Michael, the duck needs a shot. The rooster needs a shot collar. For any time
shot call.
Anytime he gets close to the duck.
Man, it's brutal up on the farm. Wow.
Yeah.
Shot collars, wackadoodles. I mean, what the heck? This is like farm freak out or something. I mean, you know.
Well, no, listen. Michael said, here's what Michael said. Let's see. So, here we go.
He said, what the heck is going on over there? All right. y'all get a chance, y'all sneak over and give old Steve a follow there at Half Pipe Porch area, especially all you Rumble folks. Yeah. He's
I
trying
don't
to do a
know what's
live show, and here we are popping in and talking about barn fowl porn or something.
Michael, I don't know what's wrong with the poor little duck. I really don't. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with him. I ain't getting him no
Well,
little
you
blue
know,
pea. And the rooster just needs to stick with the chickens,
Maybe the
not the
rooster
duck.
needed the little blue pill.
The rooster don't need no little blue pill. By no means. Man, if you see him running around the farm with all these chickens, heavens to Betsy. He ain't. Who's gay?
huh?
Michael, you off the chain tonight.
You talking about the rooster or the duck? Wouldn't they both be gay?
The rooster and the chick and the duck was going after a girl girl duck. You're
Okay.
confusing the situation. Why, Michael? You confusing me now.
Oh my goodness.
Well, okay, we got to get off this. What was we going to talk about tonight?
Well, it's just
Before
kind
I
of
did.
open ended, you know. Whoever, hey, Michael seems to want to talk about the duck. He has some serious questions there. You know,
Well, you know,
what you need now is a turkey.
this is the first time, bless him, that he's ever went after a girl duck because this is their first life. This is the first cycle for everything.
Are the other roosters keeping this rooster chased off of the chickens?
I don't know, but hopefully they will. I done got on the big rooster. I told him he better keep his doggone
That's what
roosters
it
in
is.
check.
That's what it is. See, they won't let him play with the other chickens. So he's playing with what
Oh
he can play
no,
with. That's it.
listen, he's a big rooster too. He's one of the main ones in charge. He's one of the main ones in charge. What kind of pizza was it, Janet? Was it? Listen, I can't say nothing. I had chicken tonight.
Well, yeah, you fixed chicken tonight. You killed the other one with a stick.
I didn't kill him.
Do what?
Meat and veggies.
Meat and veggies.
Okay.
Hello, Mike Rebel. Glad to have you on Instagram.
That sounds good. I hadn't had a pizza in a long time.
I hadn't either. It does sound good. My stomach's kind of turned flip flops. Y'all, I'm burning up. I'm hot flashing like crazy.
Are you menopausing?
I am.
I'm sorry.
I'm going through menopause. I'm eat up with it. I had to call somebody today. Huh?
Turn that hair down.
I can't. I'm gonna have to log, guys. I can't.
Okay, go
All right,
ahead.
man. Prayers for Robert. Was having a little trouble before I went on the show. Um, let's pray for him. The guy we prayed for, was that last night?
Mm.
Yes, or Wednesday night, last night. Roy, I got an update on him. They think it could take like 2 years for him to get over the stroke, but they did have him up walking just a little bit today. So pray for a friend of mine named Roy,
Oh, that's wonderful.
who, I mean, I thought it was going to be much worse. It's bad, but I thought it was going to be even worse. So got a lot of road to recovery. And Dean, Ken, that comes to the racing show, he's never on screen. It won't be on screen. He's been sick for about 3 weeks now. Y'all pray for him.
Mm.
And Dean was sick. He's getting better. There's a lot of respiratory stuff going around right now.
Mhm.
And COVID. COVID is, I hear there's a lot of people got that right now. You know, them schools get to going in session and all those kids pass around all them germs, you know.
Oh, yes. The first
And
few weeks of school is always the hardest.
yeah, so they take it home, all the adults get sick,
Mm.
and it's not good. You know, it's just not good.
Well, let me throw this out there
All
because
right.
what people don't realize is hand sanitizer was made for it wasn't made for everyday use.
Yeah,
It
it's
was
true.
made for emergencies only. And even people in school systems don't realize this. Hand sanitizer should not be in classrooms for everyday use. Soap and water should be used every day
Yeah.
because when people use hand sanitizer every day, what it's doing is it's killing the good bacteria along with the bad bacteria on your hands. And
And
it
some,
is
yeah, and
go
some
ahead.
people use it. No, I was just gonna say some people use it like every few minutes.
Mhm.
They're almost addicted to I gotta get this stuff on my hands.
Yeah. Well, and what it's doing is it's also creating super bugs and it's creating people that are immune to antibiotics now. And when those super bugs come out, that now then you know, they're immune to certain antibiotics, those super bugs are, and they keep having to make super and stronger antibiotics that are so much harder on your system and so much harder on your health.
And now
So,
there's people want to try to put masks back on all the time. I've
mhm,
seen people doing that.
yeah. So if people would just stop using hand sanitizer on a daily basis and just go back to using soap and water, people would be so much more healthier and it would cut back on a lot of these colds and a lot of these things.
And a
And
lot of people don't wash their hands right either.
mm-mm. If
They're I was at a class once in Savannah, Georgia, and they had this solution. And they said, I need 5 volunteers. And they said, okay, we want you to go. Uh, well, they put this thing on their hands first, and it's designed to do this. So they said, go wash your hands. You can't see it when you put it on. They said, now go wash your hands. And so they went and washed their hands. They came back. They got this light they flash on it,
mm-hmm,
and it shows everywhere that you didn't get that off of your hand. And people were shocked because
mm-hmm,
all they did was a quick little wash. They didn't get in between the fingers and the nails and all that. And so they're still carrying around the germs,
yeah.
the bad germs.
If you and see, when I was in teaching, I would do that with glitter. I would just sprinkle glitter on my kids' hands. And I would say, okay, now we're going to go wash our hands. And I would just put some soap on their hands, and I'd say, okay, go wash your hands. And they would still see glitter on their hands, but all the glitter's not off my hand. Well, that's germs.
Yeah,
And
that's
they
a
would realize.
good
And
object lesson.
and so what I would teach my kids is if they would sing and just sing it at a regular speed, happy birthday 3 times, or the ABCs. Um, you know, I don't think the ABCs has to be 3 times, but happy birthday does. But you can't sing it fast. Um, that is enough to wash your hands and a good time. And I would teach them that they have to get in between the fingers and wash their fingernails good. um I wouldn't, Mr. Sherber, I would not use a ton um of glitter. It would not be like an exorbitant amount. It would just be enough to so they could see the glitter on their hand, and that when they washed it like they normally would on a day-to-day basis, that they could still see that there was some glitter still there. um I didn't do it to enough to clog up the drain or anything.
Barry says he heard that students' desk has more germs than a toilet. I don't know, maybe because they touch everything. And if they don't wash their hands, it's all over the desk. He said if you clean the desk with a wipe, or kids carry portable wipes, you know. It is a problem. Kids don't clean their hands.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, but now and that's the same thing as using. I always try to use biodegradable things, like for cleaning and for. I always tried to use non-toxic things that was in my classroom, and things that weren't harmful to the kids. Um,
Michael Barry is in studio.
just I try to use things like that.
We run 2 Rumble channels, brother. That's I believe that one's SFP SP or SF podcasting, excuse me. So we have 2 Rumble channels running. So we tie a lot of stuff together here with baling wire and duct tape, and we push out to a lot of channels. So not everybody can see everybody's chat. So that's why we try to announce them, because people can't see them. Well, he moved. He moved, brother. He's bouncing around. He's showing some love.
You need to go in.
You can go over to the other channel. He'll be in there. He's in there with me. There's nobody else there that's talking right now, so he might like the company. Sometimes people will bounce along different channels. I know it's been a while. I was thinking that. I didn't want to interrupt Miss Elizabeth, but we're doing great. How are you, Mr. Sherbert? It's good to see you on a Friday night. I hope you got the weekend off. Well, no, I'm in that channel too, Michael. I'm there. I didn't top, but except at the beginning, if you'll notice, I did top in there, and I am monitoring that. It's just easier to stay on studio screen for me. That doesn't transfer to the main studio chat, and I can see all your comments here. So you're with everybody where he is not. It's complicated. So glad you're doing good, Mr. Sherbert. Hope you have good plans for the weekend. Hopefully not having to work. That's my plan, but I got to work though.
Well, that's not good.
I heard today. Oh, by the way, I want to bring up something in a minute. I don't know if y'all saw it, but in Catoosa County, which is a lot of places I'm sure are, but there is a tremendous driver shortage of school buses in Catoosa County. There was an article about it. It's actually been that way for a couple, 3 years, but apparently it's gotten worse. They can't get nobody to drive the buses. And so kids are late getting home. He will be, Mike. It's just one of those deals. He'll go to bed and just have to probably sleep the rest of the night. Honestly, he really probably shouldn't have came in, but I know he wants to try. He was not doing good before he came home, so I was surprised to see him. But it happens. Sometimes we all have moments where we just can't go. Get sick at your stomach, whatever, you know. But I don't know if everybody saw it. Sure, man. But you're going to have to send me an email to our email, because I think Rob is the one that invited you before, and I don't remember it. So be glad to, man. Did you see the video, Miss Elizabeth, of the arrest in Ringo, Georgia, that was posted?
I haven't.
It's interesting. Sorry, my granddaughter is contacting me. Give me just 1 second, Miss Elizabeth. Let me, everything's the end of the world to a 13-year-old.
No,
And
go right
just talk
ahead.
just give me 30 seconds and I'll be right back.
You're fine. Miss Janice, what was it about? And Rob just texted and he said that he was okay. Can you just drop a synopsis, Miss Janice, if you can? I don't get on the news very often, and so I don't watch very much that goes on. I need to start doing that a little bit more, I guess.
All right, I apologize.
No, you're good.
It was a rather long video. This liberal chick, she seems to be liberal to me, is upset that a guy gets pulled over. He didn't have no license, and she calls him undocumented worker, illegal alien. And he's in the back of the cop car, and she's asking if he's all right, and he's saying no. Anyway, she's complaining they don't have an ambulance there on time. Anyway, she puts herself in the middle of a situation that she should not. And she got she found out, as they say, and so she got her 15 minutes of fame and a video out of it. But it's a rather long 8-minute video. But she got arrested, and let's just say they cuffed and stuffed her.
Well,
And people are upset about it. They don't like the, but she was screaming. She tried to wrap her legs around the cop, and it's a big old mess. I want to tell you, a big old mess. But she should have just left it alone. And if you haven't seen it, folks, WTVC Channel 9 in Chattanooga has that story, and you should go watch it.
I'll go watch it. People need to quit sticking their nose in stuff that doesn't pertain to them.
Yeah. And I don't have the video, or I'd pull it up, and I don't think it would play over the thing. But it's but it's the way of the world now. But what they're mad about is she's fighting them. So they pretty much have to go all carry her like this. When they
Yeah.
go to put her in the car, she's fighting. So the cop, he's just trying to shove her in the car. So he's got his arm in between her legs. And
Oh,
people
how
are mad
funny.
about that. But she's fighting them. She's fighting them.
Well,
And
you know what? Tased her. That's what they
so,
should have done. Just tased her.
well, I think she was pretty close, but it was 2 Ringo police officers and a Georgia State trooper. And she found out, as they say. She found out. But
Well, good.
But she went out in the street and she was trying to approach, the scene. And you just know to do that. They told her to stay on the sidewalk. They weren't bothered. They were actually answering her questions. They were giving their badge numbers. They were cordial. They weren't mean or anything. But she kept pushing the envelope. And she's trying to act like she's some kind of, I don't know, citizen reporter or whatever. And it's just the world we live in, like I said, where people, and I'm working on you, Mr. Sherbert. Just give me a minute. My Yahoo is giving me a pain, so it signed me out, which happens sometimes. So I'm going to have to send it to my other email. And then the things we do, technology, is so stupid sometimes. But I'll have it up, and I'll have you a link in just a second. But I thought right there in good old Ringo, and I guess this thing kind of got a little viral. But I sent it out on all of ours because I wanted people to see that. I thought it was funny. I really thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Because you know where it's going. You know where it's going when they say, when they say the undocumented worker or something like that. You know it's not going to go well.
Yeah. Wow.
All right, let me get this invite sent. Hang on just a second. 1 second. I'm having to work between 2 different emails and the invite screen or option. So 1 second.
You're good.
Invite guest. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, All right, my man. It should be coming your way through the stratospheres and the marshes and the creeks and the rivers and the mountains, through the hood.
Seeing all the wonders of the world.
All the wonders of the world. Somehow it will get there and you can join us on screen by audio or video or both or whatever. Yeah, over the hill and through the woods. To Podcast House we go. To the Southern Fried House we go.
Yeah.
So what are you doing with yourself now that you're retired?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't really do anything. When my daughter needs me to keep the babies, I keep the babies, and I don't really do nothing. I thought about
no hobbies.
Reading. I like to read, but now I thought about seeing if they need, substitute, and I thought about doing that some.
Welcome to the stage, Mr. Sherbert, the video guy. Glad to have you here.
Yeah.
It's been a bit, man. How you been?
It's been a long time. I didn't mean to interrupt there. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
You're fine.
We're just trying to figure out how to occupy Elizabeth's time. She's a school teacher. Once a teacher, always a teacher, but teacher in retirement.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. She needs a man or something. I don't know, to occupy her time.
What were you teaching?
I've taught elementary school for 24 years.
20. Wow.
Yeah.
Michael says that girl was running, or you were running a foul. And yes, Michael, the state patrol does not play around, and he didn't play around in that. I promise you, if you watch the video, I'll try to see if I can find that link. I don't know if they have the whole thing. Where I saw it was, I saw from somebody else who forwarded that story, but I'll see if I can find the link to it, and they may take it down because I don't know. You know how people are.
I don't know if you were on here, Mr. Sherbert, for the whole time today or tonight or
Oh
not.
no, I just opened my computer.
Okay, I had to. I live on a farm with my daughter and son-in-law. I live separately from them, but it's their farm. But I had to knock a rooster off one of the ducks tonight, and so that's what they're giving me a hard time about.
I can't remember the last time I was on a farm.
Gosh, do you live in the city?
No.
No.
Well, it's in the middle.
In suburb?
Yeah, it's a suburb.
Okay. Get out, honey. Go get a farm.
That's too much work for me.
Well,
I've already got a lot on my plate.
At least get out of the city. Get out of the suburb. You don't have to get a farm.
I've never liked the city, but like the country is too. There's so little to do. I want a nice sweet spot.
Well, the suburb ain't it.
Oh, I'm aware.
I can tell
There's
you.
like there's like a clubhouse down the street, and there's just a pool. That's it.
Yeah. No, because I lived in the suburb for 4 years. After I got divorced, I moved down to the suburb. Country's where it's at. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I've only been in this house for a year, but
there's subdivisions in the out in the country. You know, you can live in a subdivision and be close to a town like the town I worked in, like in Chatsworth, Georgia. There's all kinds of subdivisions and you know, even I raised and grew up in Dalton, Georgia, and was raised in a little community there, and it was fantastic. I loved it.
My grandparents' mom's side are from Georgia.
Really? What part?
Yeah. I don't remember. I never really asked. They don't really like to talk about their past.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They had it rough, but not nearly as rough as my dad's side.
No.
My dad's side, they were Polish, and they immigrated over right when the Germans invaded Poland.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So they've moved to, or no, my great grandparents. Sorry, they moved to Michigan, and that's where they had my grandparents, and then that's when my dad was born, and he grew up in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's got their own little history.
They do.
I find my Polish side much more more rich in the history. I find it much more interesting.
Mm-hmm. We like to do and talk about our family trees and looking up about our ancestors on here.
See, I wish I could do that, but it's all gone.
Well, you'd be surprised what you could find.
I'm just going to let this play in the background, no sound, and you can just keep watching it as this plays out. You'll see her as she's videoing the scene there, and then eventually you'll get to where she gets arrested. But yeah, those are harsh things, man. It's hard to hear sometimes what people went through, you know, with we can appreciate when our parents made life better for us. That's for sure.
I had to do a paper because I'm in college right now. I had to do a paper on like my family history,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, that's gonna be really hard because there's not a whole lot of surviving history on my dad's side, whether it be like house fires or the war or just general. You hold on to something for long enough, it's just gonna disappear eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read this report today, and I was thinking about this, and when these conflicts go on, just the loss that we will never realize, and if you can trust the Russian hackers or whatever, but in this case, I think it's probably true. They said they hacked into the Ukrainian military and leadership, like really bad. Like these people don't play. They can hack into systems, and they have found out that where the Ukrainians were saying they've lost 35,000 soldiers, which I know that's bull. They're saying the total loss is 1.7 million,
Oh
and they're
wow.
hiding this fact from the world.
And the
And they,
Ukraine war.
yes, and that I saw another video that's showing the expansion of the cemeteries in three major cities and how big they are. They flew drones over them and shown just how many new graves there were with flags flying over them from the war. It was horrible. Now, some of that's deserters or missing in action or whatever, but most of those are dead. And the numbers have climbed every year. And this year so far, it says they've lost over 500,000 people to that war. It's incredible. You just think about the loss, the destruction of families, whole families, cities, culture, history. I mean, everything about it. There's somebody's history is going to stop during this time frame. They're never going to see it again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just sad, and that's what happened in World War II, and it does happen. She's fixing to get arrested. She's going to go over and get in their business here in a minute. So you'll get to see how she gets picked up and arrested. The phone will drop. Somebody picks it up. She still got it. You can see the shadow of her, and she's giving them a hard time. She's mad because the tow truck showed up before an ambulance, which you can't always time those things. I mean,
Oh.
the tow truck's right down the road,
Is
probably.
it just like she got towed, or what's
Well,
happening? What's happening here?
It was a guy got pulled over for no license. Turned out he's not legal to be in the country, and he gets arrested. He's in the back of the police car, but she's saying he said he didn't feel good, he needs help or something, and so they said they called an ambulance, but I don't know, either they figured they slow rolled it or didn't call at all, but she's asking them their badge numbers and all that, and giving them a hard time. They're saying things like, do you feel good about yourself or whatever. But in a minute, she goes on out and she's trying to get closer to the tag on the van, and she starts getting in their business, and she gets arrested. So it'll escalate here in just a second.
Why did she do all that?
Well, I don't know. I think my personal opinion is that she had a couple of drinks at the local restaurant, ran out in this scene, and either wanted to get 15 minutes of fame or
That's what this feels like. Because there's really not a whole lot going on here.
Yeah, I mean it's just her hollering at him and talking to him right now, but you will see in a minute that she gets out in the street, and at the end of this, you will see she goes down, looks at the van, and they're working the scene. The state patrol has the scene because, they're working the scene, but she actually was taken to the Catoosa County Jail. Is what the Ringo police ended up. They put him in their car. He's got the illegal in his car, so they get the local person, take her to the. I don't know where they took the other guy. I mean, it's the state patrol, so I don't know where they took him. But what everybody's mad about, or some people laughing about it, is that the way that she's carried to the car, and the wrestling match that goes on. Gets to the car and don't want to get in. And what you can't hear is in a moment or two, she is screaming.
She's on the ground.
I'll advance it some now because the phone gets knocked out of her hand, and you'll see that coming up in a minute as they are arresting her now. and you'll see this action as they take her to the car.
So they just hand it over to some lady and she just keeps recording.
She just keeps recording, yeah. So, and then we get the shadows. It's kind of a cool little video. And they're going to bring her across the street here, and she's fighting them, like she's resisting. And I love the Bubba cop here. He cracks me up after it's over. His hat's on sideways, and the look on his face is so funny to me. But some people would not like him. They would think, bad cop, you know. But here we go. And so this is them carrying her to the car. And in this fight to get her in the car. And watch the cop when he goes to grab her. First, it's like they're trying to go feet,
Oh my
arms.
God.
And watch this part right here. Right through the crotch. And she's got her legs wrapped around this Bubba cop.
He's trying not to laugh. He just smiled.
And look at this thing. She's like WrestleMania right now, not wanting to get in the car. And watch this whole action of them trying to get her in this car. 3 cops, 1 little girl. He's trying to shut the door. She's kicking the door. Another guy says, "All right, let me help out over here." Her shoe falls off, her hat falls out. I mean, it's funny. Trying to shut the door.
America, America, the land of the drunk woman.
They're still trying to negotiate with her right now, I think. And then it starts to get a little more serious. Look at it.
If you let us close the door right now, we'll give you free mimosas.
State Patrol's trying to give her some. So he says, "Let me get over here, boys. I'll handle this.
Light her fire in there, smoke her out."
Let me take my hat off."
I know.
When the hat comes off, that's when it gets serious.
Now he said,
know
here
it's
goes
business
you.
then, honey.
He got the door. And look at his hat so sideways. And he's got this look on his face like, wow.
Mission
They pick the
accomplished.
shoe up. Look at him. And then they bring the hat. They should
Lay
they just
back
put
on top. Oh, that's funny.
oh my goodness.
That's hilarious.
And somebody says, "Where are you taking her?" And he says, "Catoosa County Jail," which is right down the road.
Where are you taking her? Take a wild guess, buddy. I'm shoving this
There's
woman in
the
a
hat.
police car. What do you think?
Somebody
I'm
asked
taking
him right now, when he turns, that's when he says, "Catoosa County Jail." They're asking him right now. That's what he says, "Catoosa County Jail." And that's your story.
That's hilarious.
But he went full on, just right up the crotch. You're going in this car.
That's the weak point.
Oh my gosh. That is stinking hilarious.
So little Ringo, Georgia makes the news in a national way. And you got people on all sides of this like you do anything else. You know, you got people mad. Of course, they're blaming the police officers for even arresting the guy. And they're mad about how they treated her. And then you got others who are going, well, she got what she deserved. You know, I don't know. But
Well, listen, here's my philosophy. You can't fix stupid. You just can't.
But it is hereditary.
Well, it is. It is, Mr. Sherford. They shouldn't have started putting warning labels on bottles. Stupid would have worked its way on out.
And like
yes, I
other,
did.
In like most other countries, it's like required by law to put like labels on things that say this thing has sugar in it.
Yeah.
Like they have to let you know this thing you're about to buy, it has sugar in it.
Barry says, Miss Elizabeth, that you have the farm and the grandbabies. You got everything you need.
I do.
That's cool.
I do.
Barry, my family in Nevada is good. Thanks for asking. I saw your note about this the other day. I'm sorry. I've been meaning to get back with you. My sister has been able to hold on to her job with the VA. She's still remote. and my brother-in-law got a really cool job. A guy helped him out, submit his resume, got it, and they're for right now they're staying in the same area. That was dicey. They didn't know where they were going to go or what was going to happen. There was all kind of plans being made, but as of right now, they're good. The only bad thing that happened, his car that he's won awards with, he was getting ready to take that to a car show. He cranked it up, and the bolt broke and went down in the engine. So they're going to have to take it back down and build it back up. He was more upset about that in the last few weeks than anything, but they've rebounded well. They're doing good.
I don't know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
Have you ever seen? I mean, I had a friend that, and this is back when you could still get full service. Nowadays, there's no full service, so people would pull up and go, "Could you check the engine? It's making a little racket." And he would open it up and check the oil, and he'd say, "Well, you have no oil in your car."
Gosh.
Or you have no water.
Bad?
They just drive. They just put gas in it and drive.
I've had the check engine light on my car for the past year and a half. I've had no issues.
But that could be anything from a filter or anything. You just
There is
know.
a big spider living in the engine, so maybe that's just him.
Oh heavens.
It's really big spider. I call him Francis.
My granddaughter bought a shirt at the football game because she said her other one got tore on the fence. So she sends me that, and I love it that my high school still. I don't know. It's probably going to be too much of a lot there, but you can see our high school still has the Indian. We are the Warriors. We're not ashamed of it here in Northwest Georgia.
What do you mean?
They all these schools changing their school names.
Oh yes.
What was your mascot, Miss Elizabeth, at your school? What was your mascot?
We were the Raiders.
The Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was the mascot for that?
Yeah, what they do have?
It was like a pirate, like a raider, yeah. And
Cool.
the Murray County is the Murray County Indians. And then North Murray is the Mountaineers.
Cool.
So it was like a big muscular guy with the Mountaineer, yeah.
Mine was in high school. Mine was a wildcat, but like in my hometown, it was a husky.
Oh, cool.
Always loved the husky. I thought that. I think that's a cool
I preferred
look.
it.
That's pretty cool. I would hate to. Some schools nowadays have cheesy mascots because they're afraid to offend anybody. Wouldn't you hate? It would suck to go to a school like that.
Yes.
We are the cowards.
Have some gonads. I mean,
Gonads? What?
no, I said have some gonads.
I thought you said the mascot was the gonads.
No, have some
What's this
gonads.
cool?
Have a good mascot.
go
Wow.
Make me the
Hey, we're the
mascot.
gonads. Go Nads.
Go
Hey, it
Nads.
works.
No, I mean,
Let's go,
no.
Nads. We
I mean-
have mumps.
I love it.
schools need to have some balls about it and have good mascots. What I mean.
There were no balls at my high school. Should have seen the fights. People in high school, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing that people in high school don't know how to fight. I haven't been able to settle on it.
You
But
get a
they're
lot
really
of windmill action going on.
Yeah, it's just
It's like, come on. Now
And
the
then
girls
immediate-
just lock on the hair and hang on, you know.
and then the teacher just appears.
Yeah.
What is the deal with that? I mean, it's like they just appear out of nowhere. All right, let's break it up. Where were you 10 minutes ago?
I don't know, but like in my school, they would fight like 90% of the fights happened in the cafeteria, which was like also the majority of where all the teachers were just standing, just watching everybody. So the moment a fight breaks out, it's over in 8 seconds.
Listen, when I was growing up, we didn't have all that. We had kids outside smoking. We had a smoking section for the kids.
What?
And a lot of the teachers, yeah. A lot of the teachers hung out back there smoking with the kids. Honey, I'm 52,
The
so
children were smoking?
yeah, high school kids would smoke.
Oh,
yeah.
high school kids.
Yeah, high school.
I thought you because you said you're an elementary school teacher. I was like, what?
No, when I was in high
Well,
school,
little
honey,
Timmy
when I was in high
is up
school,
toking it.
I was in high school, and honey, listen, the guys when they would drive their trucks to school, they would have their rifles in the back of the truck, like hanging in the back of the truck window. We never worried about school shootings.
No, everybody had a gun. Seemed like
I've never had a gun.
Bubba's. Well, a lot of them went hunting right after school.
I always had a knife on
Yeah.
me, but never a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never carried a gun. We didn't. My family didn't have guns in the house when I was growing up,
That
and I didn't hunt. But I did have a gun rack once.
I never needed to use it because one, I didn't really talk to anyone, so I didn't like nobody really knew me. What was the shoot? One sec. I know. And I'm also really tall. I'm 6'1". So most of the students would just walk right past me. They would pay me no mind. There was one time someone came up to me. I've never seen this person ever. And then like they're like, I think you're a just start calling me like all slurs and stuff. I was like, okay. And then the person I'm sitting next to just goes, stand up. So I stand up and I tower over this guy. And he's like, okay, never mind. And he walks away. I didn't say anything. I just stood.
There's always that person who thinks that they're ready for what they're fixing to call out, and then they realize it was a bad mistake. I've told this story before, but I was with a friend of mine, and we went around a corner one day, and this lady, I don't know what she was doing. It's like she decided to go off the road, turn around in the road. It wasn't big enough for this. So we came around the corner. It was all we could do to try not to T-bone her. And we like to wrecked out really bad. And the lady, she went back off the road and back on the road. And my friend, he was hot. And he's hollers out the window. He said, "What's your problem, lady?" And she's mouthing and everything. And he's like, he's just upset. He's like, "You need to learn how to drive. We could all got killed." Stuff that we would probably all say. Well, I guess it was her boys in the back seat. And they start acting like they're going to get out. Oh, we lost Miss Elizabeth again. She'll be back. They get like they're going to come out. And I was like, okay, ready to turn the hat around. Like this is fixing to go down. I don't even know how big they are. And he says that, you want to do it? You want to fight? Let's go. And they decided not to get out of the car, man. They were like, but he like called them out. Like it was like, let's do it. Let's go right now. And they got back in the car. He said, that's a good decision. And they just went on. Those boys were forever punked out. You failed your mom.
I saw a video of a road rager, is just screaming at the top of his lungs, and the guy in the car was like, "Get in your car," and he screams back at him, "Get in your car!" And he's like, I am in my car." He's like, "That's fair."
Oh my God, y'all. This guy just knocked on my door and he goes, "I'm looking for this girl." I just look at him. He goes, "Hold on, let me stop the cab." So he went and got back in the cab and goes, "Wrong address." Wow.
Nice.
Did you ask him if he wanted a cap?
Shout out to the DoorDash guy who was like, pick a number between 1 and 10. I picked 4, and he's like, wrong, no food for you. What?
Absolutely.
Come back, please.
Oh man, life is full of its little mysteries and funny times and stuff. I do a little security, so I get to meet a large cross section of humanity, and most of the time I don't meet the really really bad, but I do meet a lot of eclectic people, and it's just so funny to hear people and how they act about certain things. And I pulled up on this guy the other night, and I work the parking lot. So I have a car, and I just work because they'll do whatever they want. If you don't have security there, they'll just do whatever. So we don't bother the Uber drivers or the Lyft or whatever. But it's like a cab or a police. I don't bother them because they're picking up somebody that's really quick usually. But this guy parks his car like where the posts are in front of the Walmart, which is a very narrow area. Cars are having to go around him. There's the other area he could have pulled back. So I pull up and I said, hey man. And the guy like goes off and says, hey, I'm Uber, man. I got a right to be here. I said, dude, calm down. I said, nobody's hassling you, but you're in the way, man. People are having to go around you. This is where people walk out. Just pull back or pull up and get off the road more. And he's like, okay. I just felt like this guy was doing dope, man. He looked like it wasn't a normal response, man. I have dealt with these people forever, and all of them are very kind. This guy went ballistic, man. I'm telling you, the dude was on dope.
I had one guy, I had to go to the corporate office for my work one time, and it's in this like really rundown area. I was walking out, the most disgusting man I've ever seen in my entire life comes up to me and just goes, mole, mole. I'm like, huh? He looks me in the eyes. I smell his breath. It's to say it was trash would be a compliment. He goes, crystal meth. And like I didn't process what he said yet, so I was like, what? And he's like, man, and then he walks away. I'm like, I take like I don't know, 6 steps in the other direction. I'm like, did you just say crystal meth? I turn around, he's gone. Like there's nowhere where he could have gone that quickly, and he's just gone.
It's the shock factor. Sometimes you don't know what the heck to say. It's like, what did you just say? It's like, remember the guys, you may not remember it because I'm old and you're not as old as me, but there used to be on one of the Shock Jocks channel, and I don't remember if it was, and I'm not a fan of Howard Stern, but it could have been Howard Stern. The dude that would go around and infiltrate like he was media at red carpet events. He had that guy that would do that. I don't remember his name, but one time this guy like acts like he's media, and Tommy Lasorda of the Dodgers is doing a signing, and so he goes up and he's acting like he's media, and like all of a sudden out of nowhere he asked him like, did you crap your pants? And Tommy said, what like he didn't think he heard it. Like, what'd you just say? Because I was asking you how, and he asked him like a legit question after that. So then Tommy's like, huh, like maybe I heard him wrong. So then he would go like another 30 seconds. He'd go, I think you just crapped your pants. But he was saying it in a way that was hard for him to understand it. This went on like 2 or 3 times. And finally he goes, get out of here, man. Like you're stupid or something. I don't know how he held a straight face, man. But it was the funniest thing.
It's the subtlety of just like, I'm just going to slip this in here. And then
exactly. It's like you're talking long. I remember an old episode of Roseanne, and they were doing that to their mom. They was always cracking on their mom, and the younger daughter is like talking to her phone, and she'd be talking. She'd go, "Oh yeah, mom, I think that's great. Yeah, bite me," and then she would just keep talking. And she did that like 3 or 4 times. And mom's like, "What? No, I was talking about this. Are you going to get groceries? You going to go here? Yeah, bite me." And she would. I'm like,
yeah,
who does their mom like that?
Bite? You mean bite me?
Yeah, like bite me, It's almost
Did-
like a blank you, but you're doing your mom like that. You know,
Ugh.
they were seeing how long they could get away with it, just be, cutting up. But people that get older, they can't hear as well, so they don't know what they've heard. It's like, did I really hear that? Let me turn the hearing aid up, But I remember this same guy, he got in a red carpet event. And I mean, like movie stars and TV stars are coming down the red carpet, and he's doing this crap. And he always disguised his look because they would always be looking for him. But he was really good about slipping in, and he would always get like 3 or 4 really good ones. He would pick out like some legends, and then he would throw out some stuff like that, and then they would figure it out and throw him out of the place. It was hilarious, man. I know it's not nice that they were doing it, but I think it's just the fact that they were seeing how much they could get away with it to see where they could get caught. That's what cracked me up. It's like I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep a straight face.
Do you know who Eric Andre is?
I'm not sure.
He's tricky to get into. He's got a lot of random humor. It's all right sometimes, but my most favorite one, he'll do a lot of like public pranks, like you just said there, where he'll just go up to random people in the street or in parking lots. But there was one where it was like a fake media team or news team, and just go and asking really really vague questions to just random people. Just be going like sticking microphones in their face and be like, "Is it true? What about the photos, ma'am? The photos?"
That kind of stuff cracks me up, man. It's so
Do you
juvenile,
stand? Where
but
do you
it cracks
stand?
me up.
And then they bring in a fake lawyer. It's just like, "Don't talk to my client. My client is innocent."
Oh man, it reminds me. I was telling a guy that he couldn't park in the fire lane one day, and the dude like goes. He's wearing a bow tie. Yeah, okay, bow tie dude, and he like goes off, and I think he is actually a works for a radio station here in the general area because I think I saw him before, and
cool.
he's always going to city council meetings and trying to bust on the politicians and stuff when they're. He's very big on constitutional law, but sometimes the stuff he says I don't buy. Like I think he's whack-a-doodle sometimes. So anyway, it proved to be true because he was telling me that's not true. That's not true. I'm not parked. I am sitting in my car with it running. So he sounds like a sovereign or something. And I'm like, look, dude, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not the police. I'm just telling you they don't want you sitting here. I demand to talk to the manager because he don't know the law. And he just kept going on and on and on. I said, well, just move and you can talk to him later. Because he said, I might sue him. I said, you can bring your class action suit later, but today I need you to move. And finally, the person who's waiting on comes out. And I said, well, here comes your person now. So you successfully delayed until they got here. So have a nice day. That guy got on my nerves so bad. I like, dude, I'm not going to stand and argue the law with you, man. Just dumb. Go away,
Go home.
And I get it. Nowadays, people are they're on edge about a lot of stuff. I get it. There's a lot of serious issues. But
Sure.
something we've lost in this world, and we've lost it in America, is people have forgotten how to laugh. They've forgotten how to have a good time.
Yeah.
And they're so serious all the time, man. Drives me crazy. It's not mentally healthy to be like that all the time.
It's a negativity complex. Like you're more likely to gravitate towards something that's just like really bad
Yeah.
than anything else.
Well, and it's like you'll say, how's it going? And they'll just go on like a tirade,
Oh, it's horrible. I
Yeah,
stubbed my toe today. There's a spider living in my car. My car broke down, but then I got more gas. But now I have less money because I got gas. And then I was hungry, so I bought a sandwich. And it wasn't even good.
All you wanted to know was, what's up, man? Really, that's all you're asking.
It's like all I just said was hi.
Yeah. And the people, they think that you're really interested in because everybody's got crap going on. I mean, everybody's got something.
Everybody.
So after a little bit, you got to give it a rest and move on to something else. But some people, it's like you avoid them a little bit because if you even say hi, they're going to give you 3 minutes of a tirade. Let me tell you how bad my day's been. It's like I really don't want to hear.
Hey, good morning, Johnny. Oh, the divorce lawyer just came in today. Bye, Johnny.
We said it. This is bad, Dave. I'll go ahead and smack my hand. We were messing with a friend of ours we grew up with, and we were I was at a guy who lived next door. He rented from the family, and he had his cousin in from. And he didn't know the cousin. He knew us, didn't know the cousin. Cousin's a great guy, funny guy. And we said, hey, the guy went to the bathroom and said, let's pull a prank on him. So he said, well, you get up and go to the bathroom, and then we're going to set this up. So we told him what we was going to do. So he comes back. He's all in. He's like, he just gets up and goes to the restroom. And so we're sitting there talking, and he goes, your cousin's a nice guy. He goes, yeah. He said, and his sister is like an Olympic gold medalist in downhill skiing or something like that. That's what we came up with. And he's like, oh, that's cool. He said, yeah, he likes to talk about it. Yeah, I asked him about it when he gets back. So the guy comes back and he sits down, and after like 30 seconds, you can see his wheels are turning. He finally turns and goes, so I understand your sister's like an Olympic gold medalist in downhill skiing. Dude flat just goes straight like ghost face, looks at him like, I can't believe you just asked me that, man. Like my sister just lost her legs in a car wreck, it's devastated our family. And the guy's like, oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. And this thing goes on for like 10 minutes, dude. This guy's ready to give him his life savings and saying he's sorry. And then he finally starts laughing, and the guy goes like, I can't believe y'all did me like that. And I know that's bad. It's bad. Juvenile prank. But I will tell you, we were about on the floor laughing at the end of this thing because it was set up so well. He flipped us all off. He said, I'm going home. You people are mean. Oh, my goodness. But, we have lost the art of laughter. Yeah. And even laughter nowadays is laughter that is laughing at someone's misfortune. It's not true, just good time laughter. And people, I find it on the podcast a lot. I really like to just stay lighthearted. I can get on my soapbox and I can talk about politics, whatever, some bad stuff, but I just don't like to stay in that world. It's draining to me.
The longer you stay in that environment, the more acclimated you become to it, and it's more difficult to get anywhere else.
Well, it's like I stay up on the news, but I don't sit in front of what if it's a phone, iPad, or computer or TV. I don't sit and watch the news 24/7, as they say. I will get what I want, and then I will research the stories that I want to study. But I think if you sit and listen to it, it drives your attitude down to a very negative. I just can't live in that world. I'm not ignorant to what's going on. I stay up to date, but sometimes I've got to just talk about something else. I mean, how many times can I talk about Republicans and Democrats and Russia and Ukraine and China? And it just wears on me. And so I purposely move away from it. And I feel like Michael Corleone. I don't know if you've ever watched the Godfather movies.
I want to.
The third movie, the whole thing is they were trying to go legit. Like they were criminal family, but they were trying to go legit. And in the third movie, he's trying to get, filthy rich, but be legit at it. Everything clean and nice. And the church would clean up all of his sins and all that stuff. But anyway, there's a part where he says, every time I think I'm out, they pull me back in. That's the way I feel sometimes doing a podcast. It's like I'm going along and somebody will come along and they're having one of those days where they just want to vent. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk about it today. I was in a good mood, and it's like all of a sudden I'm mad now. My blood pressure's up. Dad Gun Zelensky or whoever. Sometimes I just want to leave. I want to give it a rest and walk away from it and talk about something else. Like that girl getting arrested.
That was funny.
You know,
See, if it's like I like it if it's a bad thing, but it's funny, like that. It's like, oh, that's horrible, but
yeah,
Look
laugh
at
at
that.
it, you know. It's like the dude. It's like you watch a story where a guy's being mean, bad,
Mhm.
but in the story, he gets like, I don't know, his pants fall off or something while he's trying to run away from the cops or something. Then you have to laugh at it. So it's negative, but then it gets funny, you know.
I like the one where the guy was so small that they just picked him up, and he wasn't able to. His feet couldn't reach the ground. You're
Hey,
getting
Celtic
rated.
Smith,
I didn't know you could get rated.
how
on-
are you
on
doing,
here.
Steve-O? Steve-O-Reno, Steve-O.
Steve, you know.
I seen you beating on the metal over there. Hope you made something nice. Appreciate your raid of the stream.
Barry Sea Dog. It was my own family that I was researching. It was for a college paper.
Barry likes to do research, so he's like itching to do research. That's he loves to dig in.
Well, I appreciate that. I'd rather not share my family
Yeah,
name.
and I get it. Sometimes you have to be careful with that. I appreciate Diva. I know how he can be persuasive like that.
Steve made me teleport here because he said you are a real troll in this joint. Okay.
Diva goes all the way back with us. Diva, she might not remember. Diva, I love you. But the first time Steve was on the show, Diva just trashed our horrible show that Steve was on because she wanted to talk about swords, and we were obviously very boring, but we've become friends over time.
I love swords. I have an axe next to my bed.
I read those comments.
I've got a throwing axe next to my bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So if any
Broski's here.
cool.
The Broski Bear. Well, Steve could probably make like a throwing something, you know. He don't really do knives and swords. Although he needs to get that sword done for Diva because that's like a year ago. And that's right. You still don't have a sword. I don't blame you for being mad.
You have a throwing magnum. I don't even put bullets in it. I just throw guns at people. It's the gun. I shoot guns.
Yeah. Exactly. She got hurt on our show. Yeah. I'm glad that wasn't my table.
What was
I
that?
felt bad for her. Bless her heart.
Okay. Does anyone sleep with a gun under their pillow?
I couldn't imagine doing that. I'd feel like in my dreams, I would grab the thing and shoot myself. I'd be thinking I'm fighting the monster and accidentally shoot myself.
I sleep next to a monster.
I one time I stayed with his family in Heavener, Oklahoma, and it was a pastor, and his daughter was away to college, and so they were saving me expense, and he said, you can just sleep in here in my daughter's room. She's away at college. He goes, is it a problem? My daughter's 410 shotgun is in the corner, leaned up against in the corner, loaded. He said, is it a problem? I said, no, that's fine. He goes, we're right here. We keep our guns loaded and ready because we have bears, you know, we have all kinds of wild animals, and we have thieves, and we will shoot any and all if it's required.
Order.
In that order. I'm too afraid of turning my pillow into artificial snow. Yes, absolutely.
My dad once told me about a guy who broke into a house like near him when he was growing up, and said since he knew the woman that lived there, she told him like everything that happened. It was this old woman. She wakes up in the middle of the night, sees the guy who broke into her house, and just says, Acts 242 at him, and then he freezes in place. Like, and he just stays there until the police come and get him. And the police are like, why did you just like freeze and stand in place? And they're like, she said she had an axe in 242.
That's hilarious. I'm gonna have to remember that one. There's a old story. It's during the war between the states, and there was a guy named Sam Watkins. It's a great book. He wrote it 22 years after the end of the war, and he was all the way through the areas I live. It's a fascinating look into his daily life. But there was one time that he was outside of Atlanta and he was on picket duty. And in the dark, he thinks that he sees a Yankee soldier on picket as well, but it's dark. So he's not sure if it's like shadows or what, but he thinks that he's got a gun aimed at him. So he pulls his gun up and he fires one round off. He didn't hear nothing. He can't really make it out, but he don't think it's there anymore. So he stays alert the whole night because, you're on picket duty. And he thinks at any moment he's going to get shot, but he made it all the way through the night. He said he felt kind of foolish because he felt he probably just shot leaves. But the next morning when daylight broke, he advanced out to that spot. And yes, there was a soldier there with a shot to the head.
Oh, nice. Oh, to
And
the head? Nice.
He took him out. He was going to kill him. He was aimed at him. And just in that, nighttime can play tricks with you. You think you see stuff, you're not sure, and it can really mess with you. And but Diva says that also since he won't make me a sword, he now is me a car made by hand. That would be a nice thing.
I'll do you one better. A car made of swords.
Yeah.
The Iron Car. Game of Thrones, the big chair. Do that with a car.
Frozen chicken from the fridge. Smile and scream, I've been waiting for you. Dog tag. Did I get the shirt? Look behind me, my friend. Yes, sir. Thank you. Jesus is a through hiker. That's right. The AT. Jesus is a through hiker.
What's a through hiker?
Or was a through hiker. Our friend Dog Tag here is hiking the Appalachian Trail, and he got that from a group, chaplain group. And so it says Jesus was a through hiker. Absolutely. Love it, man.
I like that.
I did get it. I put that up there so I could think of you. Hey, you're in Maine, right? You're in the last part of your journey, dude. Best I can do is a sword made of car.
Yeah, don't gloss over that last one. Go back.
Oh, I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong comment.
I wouldn't run away.
Oh my gosh.
I wouldn't run away. Just saying.
That's hilarious.
Nobody appreciates their natural beauty these days. See, that's how you're actually supposed to drive the sword car.
There's a question for you late in the podcast tonight. Would you ever join a nudist colony?
That's a good question, actually. No.
At least a day or a week. Would you join a nudist colony?
How many people are there, and what's the age demographic?
Well, that depends on the nudist colony. I mean, okay. We'll say it's anywhere from because I don't think there's a lot of young ones out there, like 20s. So most of these people are like 40s up. So we'll say 35 to 45. And Dog Tag did hike naked for a short space.
You did? Can
on
you do
the
it again
Appalachian
and then
Trail.
record it?
Apparently, he is recorded. It's on his YouTube channel.
You can put it
But it's only showing from so far up. He didn't want to get struck, obviously. But he did hike, at least for a New York minute, naked on the Appalachian Trail. Very short. Oh my God. Steve, would you join the nudist colony?
If you
I
do,
mean,
that'll
what,
give
what
me.
are the? By the way, what are the?
Are you? Is he blushing? Let me get it closer.
No, I'm just laughing.
Nope,
I'm
he's
not
blushing. I can see it. I can see it.
What are the rules of a nudist colony? We need to know the top 10 rules
I don't know.
of a nudist colony. The do's and don'ts of a nudist colony. I've never been to one. I'll never go. But inquiring minds want to know what are the. I'm sure they have slightly different rules in different nudist colonies. Probably not. No nudist colonies for me.
Bring a towel. Put the camera away.
Put the camera away. I can
It's a
see
good
that.
way. It's not a sexual environment. That should have been. That should have been the first one.
It isn't. However, let's take a short break to appreciate the fact that Bernie Sanders once got kicked out of a hippie commune for being too lazy.
Wow.
Number one on the do list must be hot.
Like temperature or.
I think that's well, I don't know. That could go either way.
Yeah.
Broski says no orgies, but one on one.
See, I'm not about that.
Now I might be blushing.
I'm not looking to get a disease. And I don't think
I have heard this, and I have to say this very delicately. I say you guys can't have swords. You put your eye out. Okay. I
don't think Asher would be too happy with me if I did something like that.
No. Let me see if I can say this delicately, and then Steve will throw it out there. No telling what he'll say. I think it is in the nudist colony that you are not allowed to be. We'll just use the word excited.
Yeah,
it's not cool to walk around. That I think that's one of the rules. I think I read that somewhere. Like,
yeah,
that will get you in trouble.
It is literally just. It's no different than just your average place. There's just no clothes.
Just no clothes. That's it. It's not. People think nudist colony. It's not. It's not that.
It's not that.
There's also nudist communities. It's we think of the nudist beach, but there are places that are that. It's a small community of houses, apartments, whatever, and there are some that they don't wear clothes.
You can only assault me if you look good.
Well, I guess that's up to the group, Broski.
I'm okay with it.
I think that it is just this this life they want to live that's without clothes. But I think that most of them you can wear clothes if you want to. You don't have to. You can be apart, but you can wear clothes. I think that's what I've read. Never been there.
Do not bring your chihuahua. I wasn't planning on it.
Yeah,
but,
I don't want nothing of that.
But I'll keep that in mind. I'll get back to you the second that I have a chihuahua. I'll have to go find one in the wild. Maybe that's where you get them. You go to a nudist colony. They just have them there.
Well, maybe.
They're not in cages because they're not about that life. All right. Don't forget cat.
That's a good point.
Yeah, but you're naked, so then, like, if you start sweating, it's like sticking to your skin.
Ooh, yeah, that's bad.
This guy's bigoted towards cats. Where's the love for cats?
I've heard that a lot of nudist colonies are pretty sad places. Like it's not what people think. It's really not.
it's
a
a bunch
good
of
visual.
people
It's just
like
a
having a midlife crisis.
Yeah,
They're like, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm gonna do this thing, see if I like it. And then they do it, and they're like, wow, I didn't think my life would get worse than this.
But I have heard from females, and if you want to know what it's kind of like, just go to your local workout gym, and all the elderly ladies, what I hear, they just like to walk around naked and just let naked fly. And that's what I hear.
I don't think they'll let me in a.
No, they're not gonna let you in.
Maybe if I put a wig on.
Be like what was the old show? What was that? It was Tom Hanks' show. What was that? They were dressed as women. Oh, what was the name of that show?
I don't know.
Because there's no hot people. You know, naked just don't look good a lot of times. Just don't. Oh.
It doesn't have to look good. I'm sorry.
I laugh at. I seen a. There is a thing that goes on sometimes with these dudes that are like in a midlife crisis, and they, in their mind, they think that they are still the young 22 and buff dude, but they're not. But they think that all the ladies want them, and so it's like a lot of guys go through that, and they make a real butt of themselves.
Their ego takes a deep dive.
And yeah, it's not pretty. Then they get through it. Then they realize, okay, I'm on the downside of life. I'll just live in this realm now. I'll be comfortable in my own skin, which is now sagging.
Yeah. Not sagging because all I had was burgers for my entire 20s.
That's it. Bosom buddies. Thank you.
Bosom buddies? Yeah. That sounds awesome. I want that on a t-shirt. I'm gonna make a t-shirt that says Bosom Buddy. I'm gonna make a matching one for Asher.
There you go. Bosom buddies. That was a funny show. That was like 80s or something. That was funny show.
Bosom Buddies
series. It wasn't on that long because Lord knows he went and became a big Hollywood star soon after that. But that was hilarious. That was a funny show.
Oh, okay.
See, now, Steve, you and Rob could have shirts like that too, Bosom Buddies.
What? Where are you seeing?
I don't even know what to say to that comment, but it's why.
Do we challenge that or do we move on?
I'm not going to put it on the screen, but I'm probably going to regret asking this. But why?
Where?
I just want to know why. Why should that be one of the rules?
Did something happen to you?
It sounds like a trauma.
Did you get whipped? Don't sell yourself short like that.
Oh, Steve-O is the he's the well-toned blacksmith. You know, he's swinging that hammer all day. You know.
Are you swinging? How good is his swing?
Well, man, that's a loaded question. He's got it.
Oh, it's loaded, huh?
I mean, it's like
it's ready.
You could say a golf swing or a hammer swing, but his hammer swing's pretty good, from what I've seen on camera. You know, I've never been in Ohio to Steve's shop, so
I've been in Ohio for 4 minutes.
4 minutes. That wasn't long.
I was just driving through.
I drove through a couple of times. I drove way up to Spencer, Ohio once. I know I was there, little town.
I don't remember where it was.
This is around the time that Obama was president. They were doing all these road projects, you know, shovel ready. Oh my gosh. It was horrible to drive anywhere because everybody started throwing money at all these road projects. You couldn't drive anywhere.
Nice.
Broski, be nice. Broski.
I'm okay with it. I've been called worse things.
His diva. See, I took us down the wrong path. The wrong path.
I'm cool with it.
Oh, I just meant when for the right or wrong side of the equation, it takes you down, uh, takes you way down.
Mm.
You know, Elvis Presley's last song that played on the radio that was a hit right before he died was a song called "Way On Down" or something like that. That's kind of what happens. Oh, you say that's not because of Obama's policies. That's just Ohio, man. Okay, I didn't know that was like a thing. Like you constantly had to shift lanes. Like they would close off sections and have these temporary lanes, and this was the interstate, so it was like the worst drive ever to go up there. On the way back, didn't seem to be as bad. It was, I think they were working on one side more than the other, but I was so glad to get out of Ohio. I have to be honest.
Yeah, I wasn't the one driving at the time, so
We got down,
I didn't
and it
get
was
to
very
experience
cold
it.
when we came back, and we were coming up on Cincinnati, and getting ready to cross the river, and there's like a rest area there, and I asked my wife, and it was winter weather. It's like we weren't sure. We were trying to beat a storm, you know, and we didn't know it, but it had rained a little bit on those bridges that crossed the river there, and they'd had a major wreck, and we didn't know it. So it's a good thing we stopped. So we get back on the interstate, and they stop us right there at the bridges, and they said that they had a wreck, and that the bridges were iced over. So they didn't really have anything they could do. So they said, "We're not going to make you sit here. We're going to walk you like really slow. Like we're just going to walk along beside you, and you go really slow. If we say stop, just ease your brake on." And they walked us over that part of the bridge. Now, not across the river. It was on the other side. Didn't seem to be bad, but as you approach the bridge that goes over the river, that part was frozen. And I was like, "Dude, we're like up in the air. Like I don't want to fall off a bridge." You know, I was so glad to cross the river and get into, what is that, Kentucky? I was so glad to get in Kentucky.
I stayed the night in Kentucky, and I went to Nashville. Oh, I love Nashville. I've been to Nashville. It was so cool. Have you been?
Several times in Nashville. I used to go, but I will say this: I had the worst experience at a concert in Nashville, though. Great
Yeah.
show, bad experience though.
I didn't go to a concert. I went to the Nashville Musicians Hall of Fame,
Okay,
and just kind of walked around. They had a. Do you know who James Jamerson is?
I believe so.
He was the bass player for like pretty much just any Motown record.
Yeah,
He did a lot of Stevie Wonder, a lot of Marvin Gaye, just like pretty much anyone who needed a bass player. He was like, all right. They had his bass there just on display. I was like, oh, that's so cool.
I like to look at stuff like that. But the roads are bad in Nashville. They don't have enough interstate for what they do,
Yeah.
and they keep growing, and it gets worse, and it's horrible.
I
But
took
and
one of those.
they're gonna get a baseball team, Major League Baseball. They're rebuilding the football stadium. They've got the hockey. Nashville's a moving place. There's a lot going on in Nashville.
I got one of those like electric scooters that they got on the sidewalk. They have to pay for with your phone.
Yeah. Are those any good? I've heard good and bad things about those.
Depends on the one you get. I'd say Lime is pretty good. It also just depends on whichever one you grab, because like some of them are a little grimy. Not like you said earlier. Not everybody washes their hands, right?
Oh, that's true.
You're always
That's true, Diva.
the
I also heard that people are bad in the cities to leave those scooters laying around everywhere, and it's hard to walk
Yeah.
down the sidewalk.
You're actually not supposed to ride on the sidewalk. You're supposed to ride on the road.
Which I think is part of the problem too. That it was a story I heard a couple years ago. That's
But
true, Barry.
The best macaroni and cheese I've ever had my entire life was in Nashville. Same with the pork shoulder.
Oh, cool. I was telling somebody just today. I actually did my honeymoon in Nashville
Oh,
nearly
nice.
40 years ago. Just a young poor guy. We worked. Me and my new wife. We each had a job. Then we did a job together at night, cleaning buildings and stuff. And we scraped together enough money, and we had a good time out there. We did a tour of the country music stars' homes, and we went back then. The Opryland experience was still there. We went on the General Jackson that goes down the river. That was the first time I ever knew that. I didn't know that homeless people lived on the river. We went down the river, and I saw those families that were living on the river. I didn't know that was a thing. I just didn't know that, and I'll never forget that. Like, it was like a shock. Like, who are all these people? I just did not know that was like a community. And this is back, in '86, and it just was amazing to me that there were that many people. I bet it's even worse now, but they were living on little patches of ground down by the river.
Not everybody washes their hands, but it's time for me to go wash my arse.
Yeah, we're fixing to go, man. We got just a few moments here. I want to thank Mr. Sherbert for coming up on the stage. You got to come back sooner, man. I know you're busy, but you're good. You're good people. Good to have you. Good night,
I'm trying to get Asher on, but he's having a lot of trouble with his computer.
Okay. Well, sometimes that's the way it is, man. It's hard to doing podcast every day, man. You run into every problem that you can find. It's crazy, and it all happens in the first or the last 30 seconds right before you go online, and the first 30 seconds when you go online. Everything's perfect, but for that minute, it's mass hysteria, and it just drives me crazy.
It was like
I'll have everything set up an hour before the show, go live, and everything goes crazy.
I think it was like a year and a half ago, me and him tried to start a podcast. It didn't last very long, but the very first episode, it was like nearing the end. I don't know why we did this, but we were just like letting any viewer join. We had like zero vetting process. It was just like, come on in. So for right before we're about to end, someone comes in, they turn their camera on, and it is like borderline illegal what they showed. I can't even say what they showed.
Oh, wow.
But it was just like so bad. We're just like, all right, you're out of here. I need you to end the stream right now. Delete the font.
I've went in some other people's podcasts. They invited me to come up, and I came up, and it's happened a couple of times. And I'll be in there, and all of a sudden, it's like I enter the Twilight Zone. I don't know what happened, and I'm sitting here like, should I leave or should I stay?
Yeah,
and
I feel out of place here.
Quickly. And it's like if one more thing happens, I'm out. But it's like it just teeters on just up. Okay to stay. But I'm feeling uncomfortable. And I'm like, oh, man, And finally, somebody will do something even more stupid. I'm like, hey, guys, I got to go. It's like, it's like weird. Like, I don't know if they're really like mentally that way all the time or if it's drugs. I'm just trying to figure it out, Like, are they really like this all the time, or is this an act, or are they on dope, or all three? I don't know. But it gets uncomfortable. You're like, oh man, what's going on here? I don't even know how to react to that. And it's only happened a couple of times, but it has happened. But I'll tell you what happened Sunday morning. This has never happened before. I was at church. I do a Sunday morning show, and I was at church. Mm-hmm. I'm in the pulpit. And I use my phone. Sometimes I use my iPad, but I was using my phone for some notes. And all of a sudden, I started getting attacked in my phone through Messenger. And these people kept calling me. And I thought, why are they calling me? It wasn't people I knew. They were just harassing me. But messages were popping up on the screen, really bad messages. Like nobody could see them but me. And I'm trying not to show any kind of reaction. I just kept having
you You had me thinking it was like showing on a big screen somewhere.
No,
to
it
everybody.
wasn't that. Oh my gosh, I'd have been mortified. But I was like getting mad, but trying not to show it, And I'm having to keep. And I had notes though, so I didn't want to turn the phone off. And my wife is. And what was weird is my wife sat up front that day. She never does that, and she can notice that something's going on. She's looking at me like, "What's going on?" And I'm sitting here trying to. Hey, good night, Diva. We're fixing to go, but
she stands up. She's like, the wind changed.
Yeah. And I wanted to like get out of there and then just rip them. And by the time I got done, they were gone. They moved on to harass somebody else. But I went in and blocked them. But I was like, yeah, I wanted to tell you what I thought about you. It was obviously targeted. They knew where I was at that time. But such is life. Such is life.
Were you unable to like turn off notifications on your phone or something?
Well, I was so right in the middle of a sermon, and it was really hard to try to do that without picking my phone up and looking like the nerd, like what's he doing with his phone? So I was just like, I just kept my finger there, hanging up on them, but they were leaving bad messages, I started to turn it off. I mean, I knew my notes, but it's more of a crutch. Like if I don't want to forget anything. But I just let it, it's like whatever. Mm-hmm. Idiots. There should be a store. There used to be a Toys R Us. There's definitely a place. I think they go buy them. It's called Idiots or Us. And they must do a good business because there's a lot of idiots out there.
Is that a real thing?
And maybe sometimes I'm the idiot, I'll say. But I think most of the time I'm pretty level-headed.
Dummies R Us?
Or Dummies R Us. That would work too. Yeah. Good night, Barry. Yeah, we're out. Hey, Mr. Sherbert, come back and be with us sometime. Y'all pray for Rob. He wasn't feeling good tonight. Thanks for Miss Elizabeth for being on. She got booted. Miss Jen, Diva, Steve, Broski, Barry, Michael, all you folks that come in here in Instagram, bless your heart.
It's a porta potty service.
Porta potty service. I don't think he still has the podcast, do you, Mr. Sherbert?
It wasn't on my channel. It was on Asher's. I don't think he has it public anywhere. It wasn't a good podcast. Like we didn't know how to properly do anything. It was just kind of like, let's just start recording and see what happens. And we would go for a long time.
I've only done one TikTok live. I went in there and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. Like I didn't, and I told him, I'm like, okay, first TikTok. I don't know what these controls do. So if everything goes crazy, it's because I don't know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. And it was. I don't know if anyone here would like it because we get really dirty. So,
well, you never know. You never know. All right, everybody have a great night. We're out, and tomorrow morning. Yeah, it's good to see you again. Southern Talk around 10ish in the morning, and then the 2 Sunday shows should be good to go.
Yeah, I'm going to be
the
asleep.
rest of it. We'll see you Monday. So. And I hope everybody has the weekend off. I do have to work, but it's I enjoy the Saturday job. It's good. And y'all keep my son and my wife in your prayers. They still need prayer. They're hanging on. Things are just tough right now. Pray for my friend Roy. He has had a major stroke, but he's going to be okay. It's going to take some time though. And
stroke of luck.
Yeah, man, it's just tough stuff going on. Let's hope the country don't end over the weekend, and we'll see each other Monday, or if not over the weekend. So, and football time is almost here. In fact, high school football is going on tonight. So, and last week as well.
Your goal for this week: join a nudist colony.
That's it. Join a nudist colony and get their rules. Yeah,
because
check in. Let us know what the rules are.
Really curious about it, but don't record it because they'll kick you out.
Yeah, they'll kick you out for recording.
And you'll probably get arrested for that actually, so don't do that.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Southern Fried Podcast, sitting on the front porch on a Friday night with our friends. Life is good. it's hard to smile on the front porch. But our friends remind us we are still here and care. Yes, life is good. Sitting on the front porch on a Friday night with our friends. Life is good.
Backwoods barnyard farm boy. He's red, white, and blue. He's in a bluegrass band. They call him Cornbread Man. And he's saving people money all over this land. Just use promo code Cornbread. If you're a redneck, a good old boy, a farmer, a hunter, a truck driver, a tractor driver, a cowboy, an army veteran, a Christian, you wanna save money and save America, Cornbread Man's your man.
It's a complicated life for the southern people. Like a small town, nothing's real. Mama's still doing wrong. Don't tell the preacher. Nothing really changes except the weather. If you can't